long time ago. There was once a small village tucked away in a remote corner of the world. The villagers were simple people, content with their lives, and always eager to welcome outsiders into their community. However, there was one thing that the villagers feared more than anything else: the treacherous and unpredictable forest that surrounded their homes. The forest was said to be cursed, inhabited by evil spirits that could make even the bravest of men tremble with fear. It was home to many dangerous creatures, such as wolves, bears, and venomous snakes. Many villagers had been lost to the forest over the years, and so they had come to fear and mistrust it. One day, a stranger came to the village. He was a tall, imposing figure with a fierce scowl on his face. He asked the villagers for shelter, and they reluctantly agreed. They were afraid of him, but they could not deny him hospitality. Over the coming days, the stranger began to show his true colors. He was loud, rude, and prone to outbursts of anger. He would often lash out at the villagers, shouting at them for no apparent reason. The villagers were afraid of him, but they did not know what to do. Then, one day, a young girl came to the village. She was a wise and gentle soul, with a heart full of compassion and understanding. The villagers welcomed her warmly and listened intently to her words of wisdom. The young girl sensed that something was wrong in the village. She saw the fear in the villagers' eyes and the anger in the stranger's heart. She knew that she had to do something to help them. So she gathered the villagers together and told them a riddle. "I am always hungry. I must always be fed. The finger I touch will soon turn red. What am I?" The villagers were stumped, but the young girl smiled and said, "Fire. Fire is always hungry and must always be fed, and when it touches a finger, it turns red." The villagers were amazed by the young girl's intelligence, and they began to trust her more and more. They started to see that intelligence and inner wisdom were more important than fear. Then the young girl turned to the stranger and said, "I know that you are angry, but anyone can get angry. That is easy. But to get angry with the right person, to the right degree, at the right time, for the right purposes, and in the right way, that is not easy. You must learn to control your anger and use it wisely." The stranger was taken aback by the young girl's words. He had never heard anyone speak to him so honestly and directly before. He began to realize that his anger was not helping him, but holding him back. The young girl continued to teach the villagers through riddles and stories, helping them to trust their inner wisdom instead of their fear. Slowly but surely, the village began to change. The villagers became more confident and self-assured, and the stranger began to show signs of transformation. Eventually, the stranger revealed his true identity. He was a great warrior, sent by the king to protect the villagers from the dangers of the forest. He had been angry because he had observed that the villagers were not taking the threat seriously, and he wanted to shake them out of their complacency. The villagers were amazed and grateful, and they welcomed the warrior into their community with open arms. They had learned that intelligence, trust, and understanding were far more powerful than fear, and they knew that they would always be protected as long as they stayed true to their inner wisdom. The young girl smiled as she watched the village grow and change. She knew that she had done her part in helping them find their strength and courage within themselves. She had taught them that the answers to their problems lay not in fear or anger, but in the power of their minds and hearts. The villagers began to look to the young girl as a wise leader and advisor. They sought her out for guidance in difficult situations, and she was always ready to offer her wisdom and counsel. As time passed, the village continued to thrive. The forest that once filled them with fear became a place of adventure and wonder. The villagers learned to explore its depths with courage and curiosity, and they discovered new plants, animals, and resources that helped them to grow and prosper. The young girl remained in the village, sharing her knowledge and wisdom with all who would listen. She became known as the village's wise woman, and her teachings were passed down from generation to generation. In the end, the villagers came to realize that the true power of their community lay not in the strength of their warriors, but in the strength of their minds and hearts. They learned that intelligence and inner wisdom were far more valuable than fear or anger, and they continued to thrive and prosper for many generations to come. And the young girl, who had started it all with a simple riddle, smiled as she watched the village grow and flourish. She knew that she had taught them well, and that they would always remember the lessons she had shared with them. For she had shown them the power of their minds and hearts, and that was a lesson that would stay with them for a lifetime. The end. Thank you for watching. Consider subscribing for more interesting videos like this from this channel. We love you.